back. How you doing? So, I am Miss Cola Freedom, and welcome to my channel. I'm really happy you joined me today. I want to talk about, the whole month of May, polyamorous, poly life, triads, throuples, all that jazz. Today, I want to talk about poly marriages. I know you like, what are we talking about? Marriage. Marriage is man and a woman, a woman, a woman, a man, however you see it. But poly marriages exist. And it be legal, y'all. It be legal. It be legal. So this is how it works. I have been proposed to by two different couples. Okay? When I first started in my journey, I met a female. Okay? And me and her really kicked it off and everything, and I really liked her. But she was a lot younger than I am. I think she was like 27, but she seemed really, really older. A lot older, you know? So, I hadn't met the husband yet, right? Well, the king, because that's what she would call him, the king, right? Not knocking it, but it just was weird how she kept saying it, because it made me think of Elvis Presley. And I don't like Elvis, but I don't like him. So anyway, so every time she would say it, I'd be like, why is she saying that? Like, I forgot the man, the real name. She just said the king so many times. So, me and her kept in contact, whatever, and then I found out that she was the second wife. Actually, he was married before. He was married for 20 years before he got his second wife, right? So the first wife decided that she didn't want to do it no more. She was done with that, so they left. So, but he said that both of them said that he was still providing for the first wife because the first wife is still his wife, and so on and so forth, right? So the reason that they wanted to pull me in was because technically in some of the poly cultures, you have to be able to afford to support all of your wives. So she told me that he was trying to get a third wife so he didn't have to pay the first one and take care of the first one as extravagantly as she had already been accustomed to. Just don't that sound dirty? It sounded a little dirty. A little bit. But mainly I believe is because he was used to having two women. He no longer had access to two women. He only had access to one because the first one decided she didn't want to do it no more. Which is her choice, because you can pull in and pull out. However you want to do your life. You can do that with monogamy or poly. You pull in and you can pull out. Because it's your life, right? So I think he wanted just to have two women again, which is weird because they were too religious. I couldn't do it. I'm not that level of weird religion stuff, like in the night, Monday night, and then some night, something the night. So I was like, no, I don't want to do this. So I refused their proposal. Second poly marriage that I kind of got into, I didn't get really proposed to, but they had interest in me, right? Problem with them was they were very young. Both of them. So their marriage was actually but their relationship wasn't, they've been together for like 10 years. Probably for like 6. So I assumed that they kind of had the kinks. They had done this throuple thing a few times, but they didn't never cohabitate with anyone. So I was like, okay, well, they got their ducks in a row. They know what they're doing, I suppose. But again, the communication sucked. I communicated heavily with the husband. The wife told me that she didn't mind. I asked. She told me that she didn't mind. Apparently she did. She had to have cared. She had to have lied to me. So I tried to communicate with her heavily because I felt like she had a problem, but she kind of was like stepping back. And I was like, I know I'm attractive. You know, because I sent her all the pictures, mostly. Most of the pictures she got, because she was bisexual. And you know, I am too, but relationship-wise, sexually, I probably can. But relationship-wise, women are so fickle, I cannot. Anyway, so after a while, he was like, oh, you know, giving me excuses on why she wasn't responding to any of my messages, because she see them, but she didn't respond. Mind you, she had babies and stuff, and I get that. But she made time for other things. She even had the thought to tell me that she thought I was a jealous type. And I was like, where do you see jealous at? Like, I don't get it. So it just wasn't working. So the thing is, with poly marriages, this is why I'm getting to the point, y'all. I'm sorry. With poly marriages, it's always the couple, a union already formed, looking for a partner for the both of them to create a throuple or a triad for the most part. This is common. This is the most common way they're doing it. But it can be a couple separately looking for separate people. That's considered an open marriage, right? But they can bring one of their people in and cohabitate and be in a relationship, all three of them together. Poly is very tricky because you're dealing with more personalities and more emotions and more people. So it's better and it's harder at the same time. So be careful. If you're thinking about doing this, it's work. It's work. It's almost like having one child versus having triplets. It's more work. More smiles and more laughter and more, triumphs and more pride with three than one. But more work, more worries, more communication, So that's all I want to say, y'all. I think that's it. Poly marriages. If you have any questions, let's talk about it in the comments below. That's if you want to talk about it. If you know some stuff that I didn't say right, or correct me if I'm wrong. That's all I gotta say. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Subscribe, please. Love y'all.